Hi friends, and welcome back to the Life of Beard YouTube channel, and welcome back to Beardkopia. We're picking up where we left off, episode 17 now, I believe. And we are going to talk to our new friend, Chef Dante, about cooking. So again, picking up pretty much exactly where we left off last time. Let's get into it, shall we? Well, what do you say, Beard? Shall we do as Chef Dante suggests? Are you ready and willing to restore this town to the bright and lovely place it once was, together? I mean, that's the whole point of the game, so... Do you really mean it, Pumpkin? Oh, thank you so much. I'll be in your debt. Well then, it's a question of how to get started. You could make a bunch of habitats to attract lots of Pokemon to this town. Or build houses for Pokemon to live in. I'm sure there are plenty of other things you can do to help too. Oh yes, you'll be busy. Long distance slicing with cut can now slice even further. So because we've upgraded cut last episode, we can now sort of cut more stuff at once, which is very, very handy. A special salad. Let's talk to our friend Dartrix. Heard you're a real wizard making salads. Schoolbuddy told me all about it. Love to try one of your salads, but I want to eat it gracefully, beautifully. You get me? You get me, blood. Like a salad where everything's shredded real finely. Think you would make me something like that? I'll give it a go. If you need help cutting, let me know. I'm always underhand. Yes. Come with me. Come with me if you want to make a salad. Let's go. I forgot about this bit, so that's fun. Oh, okay, we've got lots happening all at once. So Dartrix wants us to make a salad. Come on, Dartrix. So we are cooking. Yes, we do. A shredded salad. I'll dig right in. He loves it. Or she. You're sort of in the way though, Dartrix. That's the problem right now. That's fine. While you're doing that. You're really quite amazing, Beard, sweetie. Not everyone can learn how to make bread and salad so quickly. I had a good teacher. Oh, how precious you are saying something so sweet. Well, it's true. Anyway, how would you like to learn how to make another of my special dishes? Let's do this. Let's get started. Sizzle, sizzle, make us draw hamburger steak. First, knead the beans with all the love in your heart. Next up, a frying pan is what we need to make the sizzling, juicy dish. It's really quite an art. Now that the song and dish are done, I hope you had a lot of fun. So the main takeaway is you should be able to make a hamburger steak. You need a frying pan. Now, I may be able to cook, but I sure can't make a frying pan. It's for frying things over a fire, so I suppose you'll need a lightweight material that can withstand heat. Why don't you try asking Professor Tanglegrove where you might find something like that? Cool. Star Trik's all done. If you want to make another one, just say so. Happy to help anytime. Wickedy, wickedy, wickedy. So, what will you make now? A frying pan. Not a house, not any sort of infrastructure, just a frying pan. So this time you want to make a frying pan, eh? If you're looking for materials that's lightweight and can withstand heat, then I think copper ore is just the ticket. Conveniently, there's a decent amount of copper ore in the ground around here. If you look closely, do you see the bluish metal mixed in with the soil? That's copper ore, but you can't use ores as is, I'm afraid. First you'll need to melt it down and shape it into ingots. Then you can use it as a material for your frying pan. What can we use for melting something so hard? Bong. Simples. Just looking for you. They seem to have been a spot of trouble. Meanwhile, you would please go see what Matrek has to say. Maybe he'll be able to help us. Okay, Dartrix, thank you for your help. While I'm here, let's We've got some challenges, so let's get some extra pennies. That's always good. Make rolls 2 completed. Where the hell was that? Did I already get that? No, I didn't. There we go. Make roads 3 completed. And a 4th? No 4th. Okay, nice bit of pennies. Sorry, Dartrix. We are on a mission to save the world. Hey, Ditto, I've been waiting for you. There's some kind of super strong fence up ahead that's blocking off the way forward. I tried to knock it down, but punches wouldn't even make a dent. Think you could do something about it? I cut it down. Well, you think you can cut through the thing down like it's a branch on a tree? Now that I'd like to see. Let's go jog on over there, over to that fence, and I'll take you and try and keep up. So I've done a little bit of work over here, like I've tidied this up. I think I've mentioned before, I'm going to try and maybe turn this into a station. Let's grab some of this stuff. What Pokemon do we find here? We find, oh, a Lotad. Nice. We'll grab that as well. Not too fussed about that. I was going to read a lot of these letters so people could enjoy that, but again, I think a lot of people played the game. But if you want me to do some more reading and me butchering my words, then let me know. Pretty sturdy, right? Yeah, you really think you can cut this thing down? Show me what you got, pal. Yeah, pal. Bosh, see? You doubted me. Pretty sure you didn't. Pretty sure you had no faith in me whatsoever. Now you can't stand the heat, so you're running away. Starting to sweat. Okay, cool. Yeah, wicked. Professor, we ain't got time for your bullshit. No, it's really hot. Also really dark. Both are things that I don't really care about. Or much care for. Words. Boom. So, we're on our way to find. It's not so much about the copper, because you do find the copper, as you can see. There's abundance of it right here, if I actually can smash it the right way. There we go. Before I can get up there. So like I said, as I said before, we follow the mission. Sort of hold your hand to the direction and the place where you need to be. It's nice and easy. If you try and go too much off the beaten track, it will connect, but it might get a little bit glitchy if you get stuck trying to do things too early, like I found myself doing, as we found in the series. So I've tried to take it at a steady pace. Another Glimmet, that's fine. Actually, we might get Glimmet over here. That might be quite good. Might use of these tunnels a bit more. A railway track, so we can actually get the train up and running at some point when we decide that. So we'll smash through this. We'll get this sorted. We'll get the bench working. Let's clean up the area. Like that. Cut the wood. Found a traces of Pokemon. I wonder what it would be. It's our friend, Magmortar. Which is nice and handy because we've got all the things we need to make the habitat right here. So we'll put a wheelbarrow in. Like that. And then there we go. And that's Magmortar's little gaff. Digging and burning. Magmar, common. And we will put the... Yes, we would. We want to get preemptive, so we'll get that going there. So we can have a little look around here. This will take us to a lava area. Now we've got access to it, and obviously we've got plenty of materials. We've got plenty of... We've got rock, we've got iron, there's copper down here, and there's other cool things as well. Like I said, we will build a train. That'll probably be like nearer, sort of as we go, because I don't actually tend to go down here very often. I'm not a massive fan of this area, but we will need it for later to find new Pokemon and stuff. And as I mentioned, I've not really used this area much on my main playthrough, so we might try to take advantage of that. Found a chase of Pokemon! Who can it be? It's Charge Debt, which is pretty cool. Well, I'm hoping that'll be enough to get Magmar to spawn. Run in. I see him already. Trying to burst out. Bum 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 bum. Boing. Hi there. It's been a while since I've talked to anyone, and well, I'm getting really nervous to be honest. I feel like my heart's about to jump out of my mouth. Ooh. Sorry, fire came out instead. Well, it's better than some other things, I suppose. Be happy if you come talk to me again, though. So we got a new friend. You became friends with Magmar. Oh, you need me to melt some copper ore and make some ingots? Feels so good to be relied on. Then could you put some of the copper ore into the smelting furnace at my home? I'll melt it down with the flames and make you some ingots. I've already done it. Take a little time, so come by and look later, okay? Promise me. So now we've got that. This works like a lot of like the work boxes and stuff like that. If you put your ores in, doesn't have to be copper. There's obviously iron, and there'll be later on there'll be gold. Nice, and then you can see he'll automatically do that for us. So we can start thinking about how we want things to be down here. So there are a couple of Pokemon that spawn by train tracks, which I don't like because, I mean, I love trains, I love train tracks, but they sort of interfere because they spawn next to barriers, so they interfere with the track. So I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna do that. Actually, we could have the train go round here like this and go that way, and then I do like to make sort of like sidings that look like they've been sort of like cut off, if that makes sense, or like they're old train tracks. So we could do that and then have some Pokemon spawn around there. Maybe make this area a little bit more inhabitable for some other Pokemon, so it's not just Magmar down here. I do like to try and... I like to spread them out, but I like to spread them out together, if that makes sense. I'm sort of contradicting myself, I know. But I like having the Pokemon to have their space. I don't like them to sort of be cramped together so it looks like one sort of like massive enclosure. I like having it one massive enclosure, but there's like distinct areas. If make of that what you will. Anyway, so that's a little bit of a plan we've got for this area. That's pretty good. Let's see what we've got. How many ingots have you got? Not even one yet. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit more time. So let's go and do a little bit of exploring down here. Get some more screenshots ready for us. Obviously, there's plenty, as you can see, of materials and new stuff we can use and change and stuff like that. Let's get the old camera out, shall we? Get a little photo op going, because we can get some. There we go. That's better. So that can be a nice picture. That's a nice thumbnail. We'll wait until he does. I think we only need one, but we'll make sure he gets two just in case. So you can see there's gold there, there's iron there. And this goes on for quite a way round, and it circles back round to the Talk Wave. So that'll be quite fun. We can put maybe like a little station somewhere up that end, and we can go back and forth between the two. But yeah, I'm not really a massive fan of this area. I don't like how... I mean, I think it's mainly because the train track goes very steep up here. I like it if it was a nice sort of... more train track options for the train snob. But yeah, so I don't really spend too much time down here. Maybe we will later on, and maybe we'll spend more time making it a bit better. But for now, it serves its purpose, so it's all good. Right, let's head back. I think one will be enough, but let's just make doubly sure. Depending on, actually, we'll see how patient I am by the time I get there. Probably not. Let's go. Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more to make this look a little bit nicer, and because it's like really curvy as well. And if you go at high speed, it looks a bit weird. So I try to make them sort of as natural as possible. I would like maybe some like nice curvatures and diagonal things, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, that's nearly done. Is there anything we can make? Actually, can we make anything here? Owned, needed, so we do need 2. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're nearly done. Very nearly done. Come on, Magma, you can do it. We're so close. Use all your flames. Did I have any more track? I did. That's not the way I wanted it to go, really. I wanted to go that way. And then well, we might as well do a little bit of this while we're here. So I like putting like little sidings like this, so it looks like an abandoned sort of train line. Plus, like I said, Magma will then have some friends down here, which will be nice. We always like more friends. Okay, so that is done. We can make our frying pan now, which is very handy. And we got the rail cart, so we can actually get the train system up and running at some point. But we're going to make a frying pan. Has to be a copper one for some reason. And let's go back to the chef. Get some cooking underway. We've already got some beans, so that's handy. They call it a hamburger, but it is made out of beans, so it is a plant-based burger. Words. Which I thought to myself, why? But it actually makes sense, because like if you then like having a thing where you got to get meat, where are you going to get the meat from? The Pokemon? so yeah. Oh god, look, I'm just way too overstimulated now. God's sake. Okay, one at a time. Calling you makes me feel closer to you. Okay, cool, wicked. Is everyone comfortable? They really seem like to enjoy themselves here too. They're all so lively. I know we have you to thank for their comfortable lifestyles here, Beard. I'd like to take this opportunity to show you my gratitude once again. Thank you, Beard. Okay, cool. I gotta find them. Hey there, Ditto. Do you know Graveler? Graveler? Nope. Who's that? They're a huge, heavy, round, rocky Pokemon. I used to work out of them all the time back in the day. They're perfect weight for bench pressures. Anyway, I need them for something. Again, could you be a pal and find Graveler for me? Pretty sure they're hanging out in spots like this. We'll see if we'll get time this episode. We might just have enough time. Okie dokie, we can do that. Cool. But first, we've got to go do some cooking. Appearances are important for cooking. Okay. Oh my goodness, I just remembered there's something I've been meaning to tell you, Beard. Your outfit is quite daring, Muffin, but it's not quite suitable for a chef. I disagree. A true chef would have some sort of accessory that highlights their cleanliness and sense of style. Just look at my yellow scarf as a perfect example. What about my funky hat? What about that? Goodness gracious, I didn't think you were so good at doing impressions. Now you look just like me. Quite the upgrade, sweetie. The yellow scarf is just like the matching ones that my buddy and I wore. It looks great on you too. I'm sure your dishes will always be tasty from now on if you change into that look when you cook. Words. Splendid, a frying pan. Turn that on. We will get our frying pan. Put that on there like that. Seems you managed to make a frying pan. Yes, we did. We've done that. We are ready to go. So, let's cook, shall we? So, we've got some nice tasty beans. Which we mash up. I do like this. Ding, 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 ding. And we've got our burger. Wing? My goodness, you absorb new information just like a sponge cake, don't you, sweetie? I'd better do my best to keep up. So, let's chow down on that. Bosh. You powered up. Rock smash. Doing, 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 doing. Bosh. When you power up Rock Smash by eating hamburger, you will break even harder objects. So it means we can break through different objects now. We can actually go through the harder stuff, like some of the areas that I've been building in, which we'll come to. I can now actually smash them out of the way and make it look a bit nicer. So that's a bit, a nice little bit of progress. We'll take that. What's that sound? We will come back to that later, because we're going to see if we can try and find Graveler before we end the episode. So we have to go down here because there is a rock. Get your camera. A great photo op is happening. Where? Who? What? Where? Who's that down there? Cricketing. That's just, I can't see. Very unprofessional of me, I know, but so let's do this. And then we can get some of these lily pads. Say lily pads, moss. 1, 2. So we need a rock with some moss. And then it's got some moss around it. And then we've got the mossy habitat. Mossy boulder habitat, to be precise. Professional. Boom, 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 boom. That's that done. So he should appear in a minute. So yeah, this way, if we head this way, this goes all the way back around to the lava bit where we were just at. So we might do that eventually. We'll just do some, we'll just kill some time here while we wait for Graveler to spawn. Make this a little bit more accessible. I'm going to try and maybe like keep this a little bit more natural. Ooh, arcane doll. Arcanine doll. Words. That would be nice. Got another new dreamland to go to. There we go. And then here we go. This is what I was saying about the train line. So if you inspect this, this should give us 2 Pokemon, which is Carkol. Well, actually, there's Carkol, Colossal. What's the other one? Is the other one Roly-Coly? Might be Roly-Coly. Or someone else. I don't remember. But either way, that is done there. And we'll probably do that over where Magmar is. So he's got some friends. So we might get a couple down here. I don't think we'll go this far down. But we'll definitely have some Pokemon over here. We've got Torkoal, and now we will have Graveler. Boing, boing. There he is. Nice to meet you. Them boulders here are really cold and crunchy. I could eat a mountain of them. Let me know if you find any more tasty looking boulders. They'll be bad for your teeth. Nice. I've got a bad feeling about this. You need anything from me? Machoke needs you. Machoke needs me for what? Oh, I know, for working out. I'm not a big fan on training that way. It tickles, you know? But wait, you're real good at that thing, right? That thing you do, I mean transforming. Maybe you could transform into me and then you'll know. Go hang with Machoke. I bet that wouldn't even notice. Choose transform. And now we can turn ourselves into a grappler and roll around, which is something I'm going to try and use more. Try and use rollout more in this. Because it is a faster way of getting around. I tend to use my peeps, my little feet. Oh wow, you look just like me. You're really good at this whole transforming thing. You think so? Yeah, you've got all of the details down perfectly. Do you think you could keep that look and go see Machoke now? We might as well go do this. So now we can do this. We can go fast. We can actually go into this and it will, I think at some point, will smash. There we go. We can smash things down with it. If you press the thingy button. We can do little jumps. Go super speedy. So it is nice. It is quicker to get around. I'll talk to you, Machoke. Yes, we know. We're trying to have this conversation. It me. It me. If I can actually stop in front of him, which I can't seem to be able to do. Professional. There we go. We got there in the end, friends. What's up, pal? Change your look or something? Nope. Same old graveler. Truth is, there's something I want to tell you. I'm real sorry for how I used to force you to work out with me. You never really seemed into it, so I feel bad for making you do it anyway. Sorry again, pal. These days I'm more into workouts that use sandbags, so it won't happen again. Glad we've got to talk. Now that's behind us. I hope we can still hang out and stuff. Oh no, mixed emotions, cross paths, society, reading things wrong in the wrong way, so it's fine. Graveler, hey Ditto, did Machoke say anything to you? So this is the situation. They apologised to you. Oh well. Oh well, I guess to me, they said that, I mean, I don't have to work out with them anymore. Guess I was overthinking things. That's unusual. You know, now that I don't have to work out with them, I feel a bit lonely for some reason. Thanks for the help, Ditto. I'm going to keep being friends with Machoke, don't worry. So that, friends, we've done that. And what requests do we have? Time to get chatty. So we've got to go see Score Bunny. But we are going to leave that to the next episode. Because then that takes us into a whole new journey. But we've got the basics done. We've got a little path set up. We've got some new Pokemon. We can now make our food. Maybe actually the next episode we will work on the farm, so we can switch it up a little bit, because food is going to become a bit more important now. We can actually power up our abilities, and they end up consuming quite a lot of food. Obviously, we've got this little area for food, but we will probably go to Beardkopia and set up a proper farm. Obviously, we'll keep this here just for sort of ease. That way I do like to try and keep some food nearby just in case, so at least we have that. Yeah, anyway, that's another episode done, friends. I hope you're enjoying the series. We're getting close to 20 episodes, probably the most consistency I've ever had in a series. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm trying to be a bit more consistent with it. Again, if you have any ideas or things that I can do, or any tips or tricks, let me know how you're finding it, what you're doing, and what you think, and etc. etc. I'm waffling. And we'll call it an episode there. Have a good rest of your day, friends. Peace and love. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode, friends. Bye now. Bye.